My name is Walter Young. I grew up in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. In high school, I played a lot of sports, captain of the basketball team and that's where I wanted to do art in high school. So in senior class, I went to the art class. I was in it for maybe 3 days. And I asked the teacher, when are we going to start drawing and painting? She said to me, that's the second half of the year. I told her, can I go next door? And next door was crafts. She said, well, if they have openings, you can. So I went next door and asked the teacher if I can come over. He says, yeah. So I went over there and had a ball. In fact, I made a tea set. It took me the whole year to make the complete tea set, the pot, the cups, saucers, everything, out of clay, baked them, painted them, put a design on them, gave them to my wife, who is my wife now, was my girlfriend then, and she loved it. But I asked her some time back, where is that tea set? And she doesn't know. All the moving around, she lost it, but she loved the set. I would like to start all over again. I'd like to start back in high school and really take art, they give it to me, in crafts mainly. I love craft class. I enjoyed it very much. But if I had to do over again, I'd do more art. I didn't do as much as I should have because, well, I was in sports all the time. And I got out of high school into the military, and a guy there came back and worked quite a bit. Yeah, I didn't have time until I retired. Now I picked it back up. Usually don't buy nothing. It's usually thrown away, or I find them in the street and I do something with them. It's just the way I am. I can't teach art because I don't know art. I can't teach. You can ask me a question of art. I may not be able to answer because I don't know. I do by feeling. It's just what I feel. That's some shells you get off the trees here. Big Pinocchio. The little Pinocchio. Not too long. Not too long. Not that much work in that one. That's another centerpiece for candle. Put a candle in. And then nice in here now. Ah, wow. Well, there's my 7 dwarfs, the rocks that somebody was throwing away, and I got them. Want to make a steps out of them. And up here you have the frog fishing. Yeah, it's me in there. Yeah, that's my golf bag and my buddy with me fishing. All right, here's some rocks. Here would be a good one. You know what would that be good for? That'd be good for your ladybug. That'd be a good ladybug rock. I do it for myself. A lot of people I give it to then, because I do a lot and have a lot around, and people come and want to know if they could buy that. And so I don't sell it. I like to give it away. I have more fun giving it away than selling. I'm not going to be a rich man, so what I worry about it? Not at my age, I'm not worried about it. I came from in my city, it's called the Ward. But what you call it now is a ghetto. Well, I had no mother, never knew my mother. I had a grandmother who raised me, and my dad, and that was it, and my sister. That's 3. My dad worked an awful lot, and he had a girlfriend and that. And I see my dad every Monday and Thursday. He'd come home to us, and like in the summer, I'd go with him to the farm where he was living with his girlfriend at. They were supposed to get married when I graduated. That's why they were waiting for me to graduate to get married. And he was going with for over 10 years. But never came to that time. He was killed a month before I was graduated, 1 month before. So, never got married. No, well, I had cancer and I did a lot of art when I was down with cancer. It was colon cancer. And I could have caught it earlier if I would have known a certain thing. It was in my mother's family. And if she would have somehow got word to me and my grandmom, I probably could have saved a lot of trouble. She didn't, and I ended up with colon cancer and going through chemo and radiation in the works. I heard so many people say at work, boy, when I retire, I'm going to do this, and I retire. I keep saying, well, why don't you do it now? You get 6 weeks vacation. Well, I'm going to wait till I retire and do it. 9 out of 10, they don't make it. They don't make it. Some of them get money hungry. Some people get money. They want to do things, okay? And they can afford to do things, but they don't want to give up making the money. They have it. They don't want to part with it. They want to part with it. You can't take it with you. You can't take it with you. That's what we always say to the guys at work. Hey, man. They say, I haven't seen a hearse yet with a wheelbarrow behind it with your money on it. I haven't seen it yet, pal. You better start spending it. That's what they tell them. We told that one guy constantly that ain't no hearse with a U-Haul on the back of it. You better spend it. Yeah. I'm happy with how my life turned out. I mean, yeah, I'm really happy. Done everything I wanted to do. We've seen a lot of places. We've been around. We're in pretty good shape. Had a good life. Had a good life. I'd do it all over again. Do what you want to do and don't put things off. It's here. Enjoy it. Because you never know when something's going to happen, like cancer or something like that, that knocks you down. No. While you're healthy and everything and you have something you want to do, you want to go somewhere, do it. Just do it.